Is there such a thing as right or wrong? Good and evil? Greetings, mortals. Capital day to you all. Welcome back to the Library of Gnosis. In today's broadcast, I will be exploring morality. What is moral, and what is morality? Well, the word morals comes from the Latin moralis, meaning manner, character, or proper behavior. It is the differentiation of intentions, decisions, and actions between those that are distinguished as proper and those that are improper. Morality can be a body of standards or principles derived from a code of conduct of a particular philosophy, religion, or culture. Or it can be derived from a standard that a person believes should be universal. Morality may also specifically be synonymous with goodness or rightness. Laws are commonly equated as synonyms with morals. Yet, I would like to point out that there is a clear distinction between what is moral and what is legal. For instance, everything Hitler did during his reign of terror was legal at the time. Another reason that laws cannot be the foundation of morality is that laws are different in every country, hence not being a universal standard. Another great topic of debate that has confounded philosophers for millennia is whether or not morals are objective or subjective. Moral nihilists argue that morals are subjective. They claim that nothing is intrinsically moral or immoral. For example, a moral nihilist would say that killing someone, for whatever reason, is neither inherently right nor inherently wrong. The opposite of moral nihilism is moral realism, which claims that morals exist as an objective phenomenon independent from the subject. We often look to religions to answer matters of morality. Within religious doctrine, morals are transcendent phenomena, the absolute word of God or other divinity. Without objective morals, we are lost to the tide of chaos, no structure, and nothing to fall back upon. So, is objective morals possible without involving the divine? I believe so. First, we have to look at the reasons for morality to begin with. Morals seems to me to reflect the human urge for well-being, morals being a means to an end, to maximize this well-being. So if we define well-being as the purpose of morality, we can immediately separate certain actions as immoral. For instance, rape, murder, assault, and theft. Since I am going by the assumption that a sane person in the right state of mind does not want to be murdered, raped, or assaulted, or stolen from. Well, even if the person wanted to be, for instance, murdered, then it would not be murder. It would then be something akin to assisted suicide. If the person wanted to be stolen from, then it would not be theft, but charity, and so on, so forth. But this brings forth another dilemma. In the case of murder, the victim does not want to be killed. It is in opposition to his well-being. Yet, the perpetrator wants to murder. Killing increases his well-being. So, how do we equate this? Well, like I mentioned, morals are supposedly universal standards. So can murder be moral? For it to be moral, then it must also be universal. So let's see if it can be universalized. Can two people in a room both be moral and murder each other at the same time? So each man must both want to be murdered since it is moral, and at the same time also murder the other person. Again, we come back to this. If the person wanted to be murdered, then it is not murder. So, murder being moral would be a contradiction. If the person wanted to be murdered, then it is not murder once again. So, murder being moral would be contradictory. Therefore, murder can't be moral. So, can charity be moral? Can two people want to give each other something at the same time and also want to receive the gift? Correct. Therefore, charity is a moral action, or at least morally neutral. Kind of like Christmas, now that I come to think of it. Now, what makes assisted suicide different from murder? Well, the same thing that differentiates sex from rape. Consent, of course. Consent is the key to making a moral decision. If one is forced to do something at gunpoint, then it is no longer a moral decision. Take, for instance, charity for a healthcare. If government decides that everyone has the right to healthcare and then forces you through taxes at gunpoint to pay for this healthcare, then it is no longer a moral decision as it was made under duress. This is as opposed to a private charity where donations to the cause are strictly voluntary and in a consensual manner. As Shakespeare put it, what separates man from beast is reason. So, what do you think? Can we have morality without involving God? Are morals simply subjective, or is there more to it? Leave it down in the comments section. Thank you for listening. See you next time, mortal. Remember to hit that bell button to stay notified. Subscribe for more Red Pill content. Do give it a like if you enjoyed it, and feel free to share it. If you want to support my work, you can find me on Patreon at Library of Gnosis. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Bitchute at Library of Gnosis. The audio versions of my broadcasts are available on Spotify as a podcast at Library of Gnosis. Music is produced by Coda.